How are you doing? You know how much it takes for me to get angry at somebody? Like today is probably the first time in my life that I got upset with another human being because I wasn't getting what I was supposed to get. It's probably the first time it's ever happened. Mike? I just spent an hour in the parking lot on the phone with Blue Cross customer service. Felicia, I'm grateful for your help, and I hate the company you work for.
At the end of the conversation, did you say, bye, Felicia?
I don't remember.
You should have.
Opportunity missed.
I've been working on a refund from them for 9 months. And according to Felicia, I'm gonna actually get it this time. But we'll see like what happens, but it's been unbelievably frustrating. You know how much it takes for me to get angry at somebody? Today is probably the first time in my life that I got upset with another human being because I wasn't getting what I was supposed to get. But for the first time ever, I got to like a manager, a floor manager at Blue Cross, and she was able to take care of my problem. So maybe I need to get angry faster sometimes. But you can't really tell until hindsight, right? It's like, you don't know you're being taken advantage of until you're the nice guy a couple of times. And then you see a pattern and it's like, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. And 9 months later, 9 months later, you finally figure it out.
I didn't see the pattern until 9 months later.
The thing was, the people I was talking to were, well, it took probably 4 or 5 months before there was any progress. And then there was like small, little, like just enough for me to hang up and be like, okay, at least something is happening. Yeah. And then today I just lost it.
Like for something big, I had this experience where I got into a car accident.
Oh yeah?
And it wasn't my fault. And it was at my apartment when we were living in Tulsa, and the lawn guy like rammed my car. And so
you were driving, or it was parked, or? I
was driving and he pulled out and like crushed the side of my car a little bit. And so he's like, I'm so sorry, don't worry about it, my company will take care of it, blah, 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 take pictures, blah, blah, blah. The next thing, go home, and then I get a letter, and the guy's like, it wasn't my driver's fault, it was your fault.
Oh, snap.
Hold up, different story. I'm trying to think of the one. Oh, that's a different story, but that one I got a lawyer to write a letter, and the guy changed his tune.
Ask me the one time when I forgot his hat.
I would ask him, so I think we were on a tennis trip and I left my hat in our car. I was like, hey, could you mind, and this is before we were dating or anything, I was like, hey, do you mind, can you just like bring my hat to work? And she was like, yeah. So a week goes by and I've asked her like every day. I was like, okay, it's the last time I'm gonna ask you, can you just bring my hat to work? And she's like, oh yeah, didn't bring it. So I called her 13 times, I left 13 messages, and finally she's like, you see her come up and she's like, here's your stupid hat, like stop calling me. I was like, got my hat. So for weird things like that, I get really,
obsessed.
Yeah.
Committed?
Yeah, committed. Did I ever tell you the story about the laptop? So college, exams, end of the school year.
Yeah.
This guy like, yeah, if you're out there, this guy like I just finished my final paper. I go to lunch, put it in a locker, come out, my laptop's gone and a book's gone. I'm like, you got to be joking me. And so instantly, for some reason, I thought, this idiot took my book. The only reason you're gonna take the book at the end of the school year is to sell it back. So I go and sprint to the library and I like talk to all the people and it's like, if this person sells the book, you need to call me back. And I sat on the outside. Lo and behold, guess what? Get a phone call. So the guy comes out and I'm like, well, you can't just bum rush the guy because he's gonna totally like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I was like, hey, I heard you're trying to sell this book. It's like, I'm taking this class next year. Dude, can I buy the book off you right now? Hey, what's your name? I've never seen you around. Where do you live? Like, oh yeah, cool. So yeah, give me your number so like I can give you a call. And so I got like all this information on the guy. And then I was like, give me a call when you're ready to sell the book. And he was like looking at me kind of weird. And so the next thing, from other sources, I found out like his social security number. I won't relay those sources. I had an old school VHS tape recorder and I did a stakeout on the guy's car and this other guy, and I had it all on video. So finally, I thought he put my laptop in his trunk. I checked all the pawn shops, no one had it, so he didn't sell it yet. So finally, I went to the campus police, and this is in the span of like a day and a half. And I was like, someone stole my laptop, stole my book, and he's like, well, sorry, I'm sure you don't know who it is. And I'm like, here's a tape. Here's the guy's name, social security number, and this is where he lives. And the guy kind of looks at me like, And then he's like, okay. That's like, if you can't handle it, I'm going to the dean. And then so the next morning, I get a call from the dean saying, we have your stuff, we have your book, we have your laptop. Come and get it.
We need to.
Oh snap! It's happening.
Oh, it's happening. Get ready. I love you. Whenever I want something from Kevin, I just say, I love you.
As long as the bonsai tree comes with you, everything's gonna be okay, Kevin.
Is the bonsai tree dead?
No, it is in hibernation.
I was really upset when I bought it for him, and then I was like, you literally killed it in 3 days.
Not 3 days.
The first weekend, I was like, did you remember to water it? And he's like, oh no. I'm like, it's gonna die.
It's still great.
It's the brain.
Yay! We're getting
Now we'll have a space where I can speak aggressively to customer service people and not bother anybody else. Finally. Did you wait for James to leave on purpose?
No. You know he was like freaking out.
This
I like
is
that
what-
video. Did you see where he's like, I will fight tooth and nails if you
I know,
come into this
he's like,
room.
You realize this is like the first time we've ever been here with James not being here?
Where people work
I guess I'll try to do something helpful.
Let's go around.
You stepped on the
Oh, sorry, step on the cord.
perfect timing for that comment.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, this is easy.
Okay, well, good job, guys.
Is that James?
I went to the top of a parking garage over there, thinking the
Oh, tennis balls.
signal might be better from a height, but I think it was too close to some power lines, so it was actually pretty
You
terrible.
get it, James? Mike has the best job. What I was gonna do is watch everybody else work. We're open this.
Well, what I was
Take it
thought
out.
was is that the long piece would go here and the short piece would go there, but the couch is not set up that way.
What if you put the long piece here and have this
Well,
piece
move it
going
back.
here? Or is that too close to
That's
there?
too-
Curvy. Or if you put
I
the
mean, we
long
can put
piece
the
on
long
that?
piece there, but
You got those, unless you really want to move that.
we are gonna move
Whatever.
those
Then why don't you put the long piece over there and have the short piece coming off this side?
because we wanted it to be where the
Where's the
TV.
Oh, you want a TV on this wall?
Mhm.
Um,
But we could change it and make the TV go on that wall, I guess. It might be
It
kind of
sucks
weird.
to
Yeah.
cover the window up.
I think let's just put this on this wall.
The long one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, behind you.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Just making sure.
So heading out, I'll be back in a little while. We never really did like a sign on today, did we? Nah, I came in and just started ranting. Sorry about that, no sign on today. Thanks for coming along with us. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Finally, we're making some construction noise.